Well, happy gift day to all of you who are listening to this audio. I thank you very much for opting into my newsletter. I hope to get to know you better, and you get to know me better, and we have some fun bringing some joy and happiness, love into your lives, giving you a much more wholesome, healthy, and wonderful experience of the life that you are here living. This process is called the art of receiving, and its purpose is to help you shift your energy quickly and solidly into a place of joy and happiness and love and feeling energized and relaxed at the same time. Now, this whole process only takes about 5 minutes. The introduction here is going to take a little bit longer, but once we actually start the process, it's about 5 minutes. And you can do it anytime, anywhere. There are different things, different ways of approaching it so that you can have it as a quick, fast stress reliever when you're in high tension, high stress situations, maybe just to center you before a presentation or a meeting, or in your car when you're feeling stressed out or just tired from the day, or the partners or kids or coworkers are making you crazy. It's designed to bring you back to center and give you a point of reference to feel joy and love again. You can use it as part of your meditation practice or alone. Anytime you feel, like I said, anytime you feel like you need the centering, the relaxation, and the energizing, because it's a really kind of a strange way that it works. While it relaxes you and de-stresses you, it also gives you energy and makes you feel more comfortable in your body and wherever you are. Now, the purpose of this process is to dissolve blocks and resistance to receiving, which is generally, most of us have trouble receiving. For those of you who have trouble receiving compliments, just think about how you respond when someone says, "Oh, you look really nice today," or something. Women particularly will quickly say, "Oh, this old thing," and whatever. It's the resistance to accepting the attention, the joy, the compliment. But conversely, when someone gives you a present, something you really want, what do you usually say? "Oh, thank you, my God, I've always wanted this," whatever. It's that energy, that place that we want to get you to, where you're feeling joy and happiness. And when you are in that place, you're open and you're receiving, you're not resisting. So this process of the art of receiving is to help you learn to get to that place faster, because when you're open and receiving, you're letting go of all the tension and resistance that builds up around you and within you during the day. So it's best to do this process, as I said before, where and when you can sit comfortably and be uninterrupted for about 5 minutes, whether that's in your bathroom at work or conference room, in your car, or in front of your desk with your feet set on the floor, or just in a comfortable chair. You can even do it lying down, but it's best if you can do it where your feet are on the floor, because as you're processing all of this loving, receiving, spiritual energy flowing through you, you're going to be shifting and pushing a lot of negativity out, and that needs to flow through you and into the earth, where the earth recycles everything. Well, dense, dark, heavy, negative energy is no different than anything that you breathe or expel from your body. It's energy. And the earth's job is to recycle, cleanse, purify, and return it into the space that we can use. And that's what she does best when we allow her to. And when we take care of her, Mother Earth is very good at filtering, cleansing, healing, and providing for us just what we need, which is healthy, wholesome, joyful energy. She creates beautiful rainbows. She, creates rainstorms that cleanse the air. So that's what she does. And we are, part of the Mother Earth. So this is what we're going to do to help her cleanse our bodies and bring us into a place of wholeness and joy. But, as I said too, though, wherever you need to use this, just use it. And if you are in your car, please don't close your eyes. You can do this process by just sitting, listening to my voice, or repeating along with me. And once you've used it a few times, you get kind of comfortable with what I'm saying. And I will speak slowly, because I will be going through this process. I won't be repeating the statements as I would in a normal process like this, because we're trying to keep it down to 5 minutes, where it's a quick, fast fix. Now, we're going to be doing a process called EFT, or tapping, which is basically, it's like acupuncture, except that you're using your fingers, and we're tapping on what's called the energy meridians in your body. Now, this is going to be a mini method. We're not going to go through the whole process. As for those of you who have seen some of my other videos, there's a more extensive process, but this is a fast fix, so it's the mini process. But I'm going to, for the first few times through, maybe 1 or 2 times through, I will tell you where to tap. After that, I just want you to follow me, with what you see me doing, and to repeat what I'm saying. And it doesn't matter if you don't hear or remember everything I said, just follow through. Now, one of the points we're going to start with is called the karate chop, like on the fat part of your hand where you do, like if you're karate chopping something. This is just to bring your attention and focus to what we're wanting to do, to the emotions, to to bring your mind to focus in on what the process is. So we're going to start out by taking some breaths in. Sit back in your chair, put your feet flat on the floor, or relax, recline, whatever it is you're wanting to do. And also, one thing I want to mention before we go on is you don't have to physically do the tapping. It works well if you're just imagining in your mind that you're doing it with your fingers. And after you've done this a few times, it really sinks in, because then you have a visual image because you've done it and you can just think your way through. This is particularly important if you're driving, because I don't want you to take your hands off the wheel. We want to stay focused on your driving, but in your mind, you can just imagine. And if you're sitting in a restaurant or someplace where other people are around and you're self-conscious about tapping, this is another time when you can just sit and with your eyes closed or open after you've taken a few deep breaths, then you can just imagine, or if you're listening to a headset in a park, imagine that you're tapping along with me, and that will suffice. Okay? So with that in mind, let's get started and get our bodies into the mode of receiving. So to start this out, we're going to do 3 deep breaths. I'm going to inhale and then exhale along with you. And when we get to the 3rd exhale, I want you to exhale and then just let your body relax. Drop your shoulders, relax your arms, your feet, and just feel the energy flowing down from like above your head, down through you like a golden white shower of golden light, down through your body, through your legs, through your feet, and into the earth. And even if your feet are not flat on the floor, just imagine that they are, and feel that this energy is showering and cleansing you like you would if you're in the shower, just washing everything away. Okay, so let's begin. All right, so inhale and then exhale. Inhale again and just exhale, letting all the tension and stress flow out of your body. Inhale one more time. And exhale, letting it all go. And now, with your fingers on the side of your hand, say out loud or to yourself, whichever the case may be, I am ready to receive. I open my heart, mind, body, and soul to the divine love, wisdom, and abundance of all that is. I relax now and allow myself to receive. And now, starting with the eyebrow point, I am receiving. And at the side of the eye, where the 2 bones come together, I am receiving. Under the eye, center of the eye, about where your iris is, I am receiving. Then we're going to move to your collarbone. You can either use your fingers or the flat of your hand. Make sure you get the point. And you say, I love receiving. Top of the head, just dance around the top of your head. I love receiving. And then on your wrist, center wrist, either side, either hand, I love receiving. And now we're going to go through a list of words, and with each word we're going to say, I love receiving. Okay? Starting at the eyebrow point, I love receiving love. Side of the eye, I love receiving peace. Under the eye, I love receiving joy. Collarbone, I love receiving light. Top of the head, I love receiving harmony. Tapping on your wrist. I love receiving beauty. Eyebrow point. I love receiving wholeness. Side of the eye. I love receiving energy. Under the eye. I love receiving vitality. Collarbone. I love receiving perfect health. Top of the head. I love receiving perfection. Tapping on your wrist. I love receiving abundance. I love receiving prosperity. I love receiving wealth. I love receiving success. I love receiving truth. I love receiving trust. I love receiving intelligence. I love receiving wisdom. I love receiving power. I love receiving enlightenment. I love receiving enthusiasm. I love receiving inspiration. I love receiving clarity. I love receiving purity. I love receiving creativity. I love receiving freedom. I love receiving comfort. I love receiving acceptance. I love receiving ease. I love receiving grace. I love receiving security. I love receiving balance. I love receiving order. I love receiving courage. I love receiving honor. I love receiving integrity. I love receiving authenticity. I love receiving serenity. I love receiving tranquility. I love receiving patience. I love receiving vision. I love receiving visibility. I love receiving compassion. I love receiving forgiveness. I love receiving justice. I'm sorry, that's a collarbone. I love receiving justice. And on the top of your head, I love receiving omnipotence. On your wrist, I love receiving omniscience. I love receiving omnipresence. Side of the eye, I love receiving confidence. Under the eye, I love receiving life. Collarbone, I love receiving healthy food. Top of the head, I love receiving pure water. On your wrist, I love receiving fresh, clean air. Eyebrow, I love receiving pure sunlight. I love receiving money. I love receiving true love. I love receiving love from my family. I love receiving love from my partner. I love receiving love in all of my relationships. I love receiving new friends. I love receiving a secure home. I love receiving my perfect new job. I love receiving my perfect work. I love receiving fun in my life. And now we're going to finish up with tapping on the wrist. I thank you, Divine Spirit, for all that I have received and all that I am receiving. I am so grateful. Tapping on the other wrist, I let it be so with great joy and thanksgiving. And so it is. And now put one hand over your heart, one hand over your solar plexus, which is right over your stomach, and say, I now seal this process with divine love and wisdom. Thank you, Divine Spirit. And so it is. Now, with your hand still over your heart and your stomach, breathe in and exhale through your mouth. Inhale one more time and exhale through your mouth. And one more time. Inhale and then exhale, letting it all go. It's feeling the energy running around through your body, flowing around through your aura, down through your feet into the earth. By now you should be tingling and smiling all over. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful, blessed day.